Kiwis grow on trees, right? Or do they? And where do Brussels sprouts come from? Or what are capers in general? Have you ever thought about such things when you were grocery shopping? A lot of plants grow way different to what most people think. So let's look at 7 fruits and vegetables that might surprise you with the way they actually grow. 7. Papaya. Botanically speaking, the fruits of the papaya are actually berries. And like the cacao plant, they hang directly on the trunk. Depending on the species, they can weigh up to 5 kilograms and are therefore so large that it's sometimes hard to believe that a plant can carry so much weight at all. Because the papaya is a very peculiar plant, which usually forms a long unbranched trunk that normally reaches a height of 4 meters, with a quite sparse, leathery-like foliage at the very top. The tissue of the trunk is hollow on the inside and doesn't become lignified, which is why papaya can't be counted among the trees, but it's also not a shrub. 6. Artichoke. Artichokes are actually a species of thistle, cultivated as food, while the bracts are rarely thorny in cultivated plants. The edible part of the plant consists of the flower buds, primarily the fleshy lower portions known as the heart. The mass of the immature florets in the center of the bud, called choke or beard, and the purple leaves cannot be eaten. And once the buds bloom, they become barely edible, as the structure of it changes to a coarse form. The plant can reach heights of 2 meters and has been very popular since ancient times, not only because of its appearance. The artichoke was already considered a royal vegetable by the Romans, Greeks, and the ancient Egyptians. 5. Brussels sprout. Brussels sprouts grow on these crazy stalks. They form as buds along the main stem, just above each leaf axil. Brussels sprouts are a cultivated variety of wild cabbage called Brassica oleracea, which is the same plant species that cabbage, broccoli, kohlrabi, and a number of other popular food crops stem from. Over generations, this versatile plant has been bred in different ways to highlight its different features, such as the flowers, leaves, buds, and stem. They require a fairly long growing season, around 80 to 100 days to harvest, and are a cool season crop, which means that they produce best when grown for a fall or early winter harvest. The sprouts even improve in flavor after a light frost or two. 4. Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit grows on a cactus, which produces the strange-looking dragon egg-like fruit. The Hylocereus is a viney white cactus, native to Central and South America, that is now extensively cultivated throughout Southeast Asia for the sweet bright pink Papaya, commonly referred to as the dragon fruit. Papaya flowers open only for just a single night before wilting and dying, so there's only a small window of time for cross-fertilization of the flowers between Papaya plants by bats and insects. Once successfully fertilized, each fruit starts out as a pale green bud and eventually takes on a pinkish or yellowish tinge depending on the variety when it's ready to be consumed. 3. Caper. Capers are the immature unripened green flower buds of the caper bush and can range from the size of a green pea to the size of a small olive, while the smallest caper will have the most delicate texture and better flavor. To turn the unripened bud into the salty, vinegary and tangy lemon-like tasting thing you often find in Mediterranean dishes, it's pickled in vinegar, brine, wine or salt. The plant is cultivated in Italy, Morocco and Spain, as well as in Asia and Australia. It is most commonly associated with Mediterranean cuisine, but is enjoyed worldwide. 2. Quinoa. Quinoa is the seed of the Chenopodium quinoa plant and comes in various colors, including black, red, yellow and white. The plant has been cultivated for about 5,000 years and is native to the Andes region of South America. It was largely unknown to the rest of the world until very recently, and while it's now grown around the world, the majority is still produced in Bolivia and Peru. Quinoa is usually harvested by hand, due to the differing levels of maturity of the seeds, even within one plant, which could lead to seed loss if mechanically harvested. 1. Kiwi. Kiwi fruit, or Chinese gooseberry, is the berry of woody vines. A strong-growing perennial vine with small leaves and bright red stems, which grows up to 40 feet long and can live more than 50 years. The kiwi is native to northern China, but in the early 20th century, the cultivation spread to New Zealand, where the fruit was first grown for commercial purposes. Now, New Zealand is one of the highest producers and distributors of the fruit. The fruit ripens very late in the season, typically in September or October, which can make them susceptible to early fall frost in some areas. Were you surprised by the way some of them grow? If so, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.